Hello, everyone, and welcome to the City of Atlanta's Department of Parks and Recreation Equity Data Tool presentation. This video presentation is to introduce you to the tool, how it came about, and how it can be used. We also have another video available with a tutorial on how to use the tool that will help guide your exploration. We recommend you check that video out as well. We thank you so much for your engagement and interest in learning more about the DPR EDT. Let's begin. So, did you know that your zip code is the single greatest predictor of life expectancy? You can actually see it in this map shown here from the Center on Society and Health. Because of neighborhood disparities, including unequal access to parkland, babies born just miles apart in Atlanta can face up to a 20-year difference in life expectancy. This data helps to underscore the relationship between parks and our health. It's so important to consider how DPR can make a positive impact on health and quality of life for all Atlantans in all neighborhoods. Out of this understanding comes the Parks and Recreation Equity Data Tool. At DPR, we believe that every Atlantan should have a quality park nearby that is safe and well-maintained. With 376 public parks, the City of Atlanta's park system, although extensive, faces disparities in access and quality, especially between historically under-resourced communities and more affluent areas of the city. The DPR Equity Data Tool is an interactive data-driven mapping tool, especially tailored to Atlanta Parks and Recreation to assist DPR in determining where to prioritize investment, expand programming, and expedite maintenance, while also giving us a baseline to track our impact over time. On this slide here, you can see all of the measurable health outcomes and health behaviors that went into consideration for the equity data tool. You can see several unfortunate and familiar health outcomes, such as asthma, diabetes, obesity, and more, which all play a role in your overall life expectancy. Now, how is all of this related to parks and recreation? Quality parks not only provide space for social interaction, connection to nature, and a space to exercise, but having a great park and recreational facility nearby is also proven to improve your mental and physical health and even help you and your family to live longer. This infographic is from a study out of the Barcelona Institute for Global Health, and it shows the many health benefits of green spaces. So how can we connect all these dots? We know that historically underserved parks need investment, and they need investment now. We understand that not all parks are as equal as they should be, but DPR is committed to making parks more equitable. This means making strategic investments now to make sure that all parks in all neighborhoods give Atlantans the same high quality experience, especially as we implement Activate ATL, our new comprehensive master plan, over the next 10 years. The DPR EDT will help to guide this prioritization by allowing us to track a wide range of relevant data. All of this information is presented in a highly visual graphic format on interactive maps with a scoring system that ranks priorities based on greatest need, so that city departments as well as the public can have access to a wealth of information about each city park and about the social conditions surrounding each park. As conditions in and around each park improves, the scores will be adjusted, and this will also help to track our impact over time. The goal is to connect parks and recreation to health equity and life expectancy, and ultimately help to decrease disparities between Atlanta neighborhoods. The data included in this tool is extensive, using 54 different data points from various geographic levels, including the Parks and Rec Center level, census tract level, and maintenance district level. The indicators from each of these levels include a wide range of data, such as the physical conditions of parks and rec centers, the amount of parkland within a geographic area, access to parks within a half mile of your home, and much more. All data is normalized and reassigned with a value on a scale of 1 to 5, so that the data is standardized for analysis and mapping. The higher the number, the greater the need, exposure, or vulnerability. You can find more information about all the data within the methodology report available at activate-atl.com. The most significant feature of the DPR EDT is that it uses all of this normalized data to develop scores for park and rec conditions, which is the park or rec needs score, and for social conditions, which is the community needs score. Let's first look at the data used for developing the community needs score. On this slide here, you can see all of the data that was used to develop the composite community needs score for each census tract. The indicators used reflect social determinants of health in Atlanta neighborhoods, including concentration of vulnerable age groups, food environment, environmental health, vulnerable housing conditions, income and educational attainment, racial and ethnic diversity, levels of public safety concern, street connectivity and transportation access, transportation environments, and life expectancy. In addition to the community needs score, we are also looking at our parks and rec conditions, funding, green space access and acreage, and community perception data from our Activate ATL statistically valid surveys. As an FYI, green space access and acreage is referred to as level of service here. As we mentioned, all data is reassigned with a value on a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 indicates the lowest need and 5 indicates the highest need. We then combine all these indicators to establish a total parks needs score and total recreation center needs scores. Atlanta's parks and rec centers are then ranked according to the greatest need for investment in capital improvement. The total need scores are shown in a visual format on colored gear dials, with red indicating high need and green indicating low need. The scores demonstrate whether a park in a neighborhood has acute social needs and or whether the condition of the park in question needs immediate investment. Parks and Recreation Center need scores and rankings are based on point-in-time data that is evaluated on a continual basis. This data serves as a baseline and is supplemented by on-the-ground review with the goal of delivering a more equitable parks and recreation system. By combining those scores with on-the-ground expertise, DPR can implement recommendations that are tailored to each park to improve its conditions and monitor the impact of these investments over time on Atlanta's health, equity, and quality of life. The DPR EDT will help guide equitable implementation of Activate ATL, our 10-year comprehensive master plan. We hope you will stay engaged with us as we work to invest, connect, and grow Atlanta's parks and recreation system over the next 10 years. Now, please check out our next video with the tutorial on how to use the tool. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email us at activate-atl@atlantag.gov. Thank you so much for your engagement. Together, let's get ready to activate ATL.